back to Blue Jay Bonsai. So today we're going to be working on, finally, one of our root over rock projects. And we have here the Natal Ficus that I got from Nigel. And as you can see over there, it is the Dragonstone that I got from Kim's Nature. And below that is the auction pot that I won from the Toronto Bonsai Society auction. It is a Japanese pot worthy of outdoors, not just a tropical. However, once I had seen the pot and that rock combination together, I really felt like they just look so good together that I really want to use that. So since we have so many roots, I'm hoping that they're going to be long enough to reach down into the pot and we won't have to, bury the rock and everything under some bonsai soil. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get it out of this container. So let's take a look, see what we are dealing with. And I think we're just going to have to cut it right out of there. It has grown right through the drainage screen. Isn't that hilarious? Well, I seem to have misplaced my good root rake. I'm going to use this little guy. Okay, so after some more picking, this is what I was able to get. And I think I'm just going to go wash these off, and then we can do some more work. I'm back, and you can see the mess we have. You can also see we kind of have two root planes going on. And we have a few more, but a little more radial down here, and we only have 3 up here. I was tempted to maybe treat these like aerial roots, but I don't think it looks right. So whether it's the right move or not, I'm going to chop those off. Number 2, and last but not least, number 3. Chop. Frees up a little space. And now next, I'm going to get rid of that taproot. It's going to be right down the middle of, we're going to have a rock under there, right? There's not going to be any space for it. So let's start right there. Woohoo! Big chop. Still got a big mess in there. So we're going to just trim a little bit more so we can get a better view of what's happening. Although I'm still trying to be careful and not cut off any of the roots I want. Say where we're at now. I still need to take back this taproot more. So let's get in there and big chop. No, wait, that's Nigel's line. Woohoo! Look at that. Look at that. Huh? So that's looking a lot better. Yep. Now we just have a couple of spots like right here. It's a little weird. This little piece is poking up. Same thing right here. I think they were trying to escape. Alright, so with that set aside temporarily, we will get some screen into our pot. Put the first one in. Trim. Okay. All three. This is the rock we want to use. Kind of like it there. It's just back just a little bit. I like how some ridges makes it interesting. I'm probably going to sit this guy here somewhere. All right, so I got this big bucket, which I think is the right size to fit over the rock. We're just going to cut the bottom out. Ooh, so close. Hey, fits. We use some twine, help us secure this guy to the rock. So that's our front. Look at these guys. Oh yeah. Draping down. That back, like there. That's pretty good. This one, I'm trying to tuck under there. Okay, I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna go this way. Get this one down the front. Something like that. It's gonna look good. And now we just need to somehow tie it in there. So I decided to use the string to try and secure the tree to the rock. I didn't want to use wire as I thought it might damage the roots, especially since so much of them were going to be exposed. I'd like to give a shout out to my friend Matthew at Klein Bonsai. He just did a nice Natal Ficus root over rock, and I really think you guys should go check out his channel. Now he makes it look really easy, but I'm going to tell you, I had a hard time getting this tree to stay on the rock using the string. once I had the tree more or less staying upright on the rock, I used some more string, wrapping it around more horizontally to try and keep the roots in the right places and to get them hugging the rock as much as possible so that they will attach in future, or at least that's my hope. I decided to use a guy wire, or a guy string in this place, or I decided to use a guy wire, or a guy string in this case, to help keep the tree in more of the upright position that I was looking for. Even though originally I was hoping not to have to use some kind of a container to cover the roots and the rocks, I thought it would just be safest if I was to do something like this and to keep all the roots protected. And then over time I could slowly cut back on the container, exposing more and more of the roots and just making sure that everything is okay. So after getting the pot container in place, it was time to fill it up with bonsai soil. And as always, a little bit of the mycorrhizal bacteria or fungus, never hurts. And now the very last thing that I would like to do is this one branch here on the right. It's coming just a little bit too much forward for my liking, and so I figure I will just put a little bit of wire on it and just get it going back and not so much in your face. And since as usual I'll be doing the 2-branch principle, so I'm going to be connecting the wire from this branch over to the branch on the left. So I might as well put a little movement into that one as well while we're at it. So at this point, I'm going to give another shout out, and this one is to my friend Tropical Bonsai. If there's someone that I've watched wire ficuses more than anyone else, he would be your guy. So with our wiring complete, it's the obligatory 360-degree view so you can see the final product. In future, I will probably bend this front down a little bit, but for now, we're just gonna leave things alone and let the roots just attach themselves to the rock before we start doing anything else too crazy. All right, so today's update is my funky cold Gmelina. I'll do a side-by-side before and after so you can see what we got going on, but that is all the growth it's put on since the last time, well, since we did its first pruning. So let's just get a little bit of chop action going on. Get my trusty scissors. Let's zoom in. So if you look in here, I'm going to chop it right there. It's just loaded. Just loaded. I'm just going to let these grow out a little bit. They're just pure green. So we can make some more pruning decisions once it gets a little bigger. So that's all we're going to do for today. I don't think I really need a carnage cam just to show you this, but I will pop this in some water and see if it roots. So I'll just sort of cut it back like that. So I put a little bit of the rooting hormone, rooting powder, in with the willow leaf ficus cutting, the big cutting, which is starting to bud out. So I'm thinking that might have been the secret. So I'm just going to put a little bit. In here. I like to put a little cling wrap, whatever you want to call it. Poke a little hole. There we go. Now we'll see how that little baby gets on. And the other secret, not so secret, is I like to put the whole thing inside a little greenhouse.